the markswoman of the wood.
Interested in this mid lane matchup a lot. Armel versus Stormstormer. I mean, these are two players that have been popping off both in their previous performances, but especially this tournament.
No time dilation.
Going for it, Armel. He's going to be able to get the pullback underneath the tower. Stormstormer is going to go for that last minute dive. Will he get the kill first? He will. First blood picked up, and he will die in return as DJ's TP completes. But the important part is he got the solo mid kill first.
Yeah, again, no early dilation point, no chrono up yet. Pure doesn't really have much interest in being the aggressor in these situations. He just wants to get his farm.
Those rotations a little bit late to secure the 8-minute power rune. It's picked up by Stormstormer, but they can still get the kill.
Nice
The arena locking him in. They do have Stormstormer stuck. Fishman's going to go for the TP out, but they're both dead. Fnatic pick up the double for Armel.
Absolutely beautiful rotation from Jabs for Storm in a lot of these situations. You'd usually go Kaya first. Anything's possible.
Farming a big old stack, and Stormstormer says, how you doing? I'll take that hero kill, and I'll take your stack too.
Fnatic wants some revenge, want to defend their ward.
Do manage to get the bushwhack, quickly released as Armel cuts down the tree, but it doesn't matter. They've still got him dead to rights.
They get the number advantage, then the Lycan can join the ball, take the tier 1 mid, take the Roshan.
This 3-man smoke, if he can get the silence onto Armel, and he does. Chronosphere onto 2. The Omni Knight throws what he can, but is it enough to save the Storm? It is! He's getting the jump away, and he's got plenty of mana to work with. Jen Welsh might be the victim here as he's going to be pulled back in by the lasso. This time, Stormstormer will use it to great effect to get this kill. It's going to take a while, though, and now Armel is going to come right back in. They're going to try and blow up the Face's Void, but they didn't quite have the damage. Now he gets hit by his stun. He looks to zip away, but he doesn't make it in time. The Fishman 5 takes him down.
Oh, God strength, finishing up that Storm.
For the time walk, maybe it would have been a successful burst. They do manage to catch him again, and this time around, they've got him.
That is the burst they were looking for.
Lycan ult is on cooldown. It does feel like a little bit of a,
Fnatic's all here.
And they're going to jump for it. They're going to go for Stormstormer, who had the BKB. They forced it out of him, and Armel should not get caught by this, but he does get caught by the Chronosphere. Lights the damage in the sniper. He's the first one down. Stormstormer's going to get the lasso immediately afterwards, see if they can kill the Stormsphere, and it looks like they should be able to get him. No, the heal comes out, and Armel's able to get away. Janwell, still inside the arena, will die, but he successfully saved his mid laner, and that was the most important part of the fight for him. Still, though, Entity walk away with 2 kills and a tower.
Pure
and
says
Roshan, the Chronosphere catching the Storm Spirit on the edge, just beautiful to set up the lasso. Armel jumping in, despite the fact that all of Entity is there, going for the Roshan, double long range, pop, pop. Gets him with the hoodwink shot and the sniper shot, one after the other. Poor old Katomi. This is a super interesting combination. Like Storm Spirit being able to zip in, then they've got the hoodwink and sniper, both long range follow-up, and now you've got a hoodwink that has the boomerang off of the shard, so he can increase everybody else's damage too.
A huge amount of long-range burst versus a lineup that doesn't have the save versus magical damage. Armel knows it.
Fishman, he's kind of been baiting himself out here, but did it overstep? Well, he certainly did. He's dead. Nothing came of a response from Entity.
I mean, it might even be 2 kills the way the current meta works, you know?
It could be.
Pure
Jabs and Stormstormer, they're going to run into each other. It's the lasso that hits first. Stormstormer, he's going to be caught by the bushwhack though.
No one else is here.
Nailed, but the BKB goes out first. There was not going to be that spear in time. Now the Chronosphere, it's going to come through, catching the 2 supports. They do have Jabs trying to control the rest of the cores, but the 2 supports are already dead, and the Stormsphere is being caught by the silence of Katomi. He managed to bring down a core by himself, and now it's just free pickings. The rest of Entity is looking to be able to run down everybody else. Palos, the old Guardian Angel's going to run out eventually. And now he falls. Even a support Fishman Sven is tough to bring down, as he's just going to be able to walk it off even after the buybacks of Fnatic. Entity just rolled over them there.
There's no way they can fight without the BKBs on Sniper and Storm. Anytime you can do that, you're just building back basically 1,000 gold per minute.
Yeah.
Fnatic farming 0 camps right now.
And now they've got a lasso.
Nice
Immediately going to be denied, but they do get the Chronosphere. Oh, and the BKB goes off just before the bushwhack, so we can ensure the Omni Knight kill, and sticking on top of Palos as well. Palos, they don't really have any damage to threaten Pure, so nothing really going to stop him here. The arena goes out, trying to pin in some heroes. Looks like the Skywrath Mage is going to fall, but Pure's going to keep on trucking. See if he can get the bashes out of Palos. No bashes whatsoever. What's going on here? Does manage to get a time walk. Try walk back in. Pure. All right, he's going to go ahead and give away that Aegis. Can they do anything about him on the second life? A pin. Gets it. Perfect timing. Blow him up. He is dead. Pure. Questionable move by him jumping back inside the base, and he just gave Fnatic a second chance in this game 1.
He does an insane amount of damage.
Yeah, with the full-on Mjolnir and the Crystallis.
Popping the smoke.
Gonna find the Omni Knight first. That's a great start, especially if they can find Palos. He's right there and he gets him. Ooh, just in time, Stormer gets the lasso around Palos' neck before he can TP away.
And Fnatic, they're smoked around here. Potentially looking to
Yo,
burst
Jabs is
Void.
gonna go for it? No way! A spear immediately pins out, doesn't get the Faceless Void, but the burst damage is almost there. If only they had landed the spear on Pure, it could have been a kill, but Armel is now gonna be the victim of Pure's Chrono Sphere. They'll turn to the Storm Sphere and finish off Jabs quite easily. And now, utter disaster for Fnatic. At first, they just lost some heroes. Now, it's the full team that's gone, and Entity can go straight up for the W.
Was that the fight to go when your sniper's dead, though? Imagine they have the extra damage. Yeah.
I mean, just a little bit more stun, a little bit more damage. They would have killed that Faceless Void.
Not enough damage in the tank. Good spear tank from Entity, and now you're in a high
be
ground
careful there. They're
situation.
going to go for the Omni Knight first. They recognize how important he is now.
No
Armel's going to
chrono,
try and
though.
respond, pull back. They do. Faceless Void actually tanks the damage for the Bat Rider, and now stunned right next to Pure. Palos in huge trouble and just gets burst apart. The instant bash coming out onto DJ as well as he limps his way back to the fountain of Bushwhack. He will not survive. Burns down in the fire and flames of the dragon. His Entity look to finish out the game now with a straight up tier 4 push. Fnatic, nothing left in the tank it seems. Jabs will do what he can. Maybe they'll get a support or two. But at the end of the day, the cores are still going to be trucking. They're still going to be focusing on the main objective. They'll take the buildings and force the GG out of Fnatic. Game 1 goes to Entity.
Absolutely clinical game. Fnatic's pretty happy how these early lanes are going. Similar to last game, they were pretty happy with that as well. It's a question of can they translate it into more this time. I mean, this mid lane matchup isn't the easiest if you're getting
He's gonna go for it,
Here's that
Armel.
level 3
Wants the kill. He's got the tornado. Stormstormer tries to throw it. He tried to throw it to the side, I think, to catch Armel, or maybe thought it would be just thrown in front of him to be able to get it, but no. Now, this is something they kind of did set themselves up for, Entity, that is. Do you feel like, would you say they're a team that is less reliant on a strong laning phase?
You say that, and
Pure, he pulls back a Jabs into the hook, but that's not going to do him any
phase.
good. And Jabs, he's going to turn into Fishman
The body
now.
box?
Ooh, nice. DJ trying to get in front of him. Ooh, couldn't quite get him in front of him. The second time with the plasma field will ensure the double kill for Jabs. 4-0. Armel, though, is in some trouble.
Fairy
and
fire.
It looks like the Entity might be able to get a counter kill, but no. Armel lives through it. And Jean-Noel, well, now that he's here, he'll chase away the rest of Entity, no problem.
Now DJ can just move back in this jungle.
Pure? He's going to go for that kill on DJ. But a spike carapace does allow him to be able to disengage. He's got a stun coming up too, so Pure might be able to get this kill, but it's going to take a little bit.
The jukes.
He's
How
got
good
the
are
hook.
they?
It's coming up. He's threatening it. Oh, is he going to get it? DJ dodges it.
The Tranquil's running.
The heals are coming up. The Tranquils are full engaged, and DJ.
He might even turn
Fishman.
here.
Oh!
The ward plant.
He barely gets the last hit by dropping the ward, gets
Another
the kill on
retreat.
DJ, but he is going to lose his own life and the Observer ward. I'm going to say DJ, well worth it for him. Toss back to Omi, couldn't quite get it. A toss straight up in the air to prevent his own
There's
death,
a
but
lasso.
Armel's going to keep going for it. Tries to go for the lasso, but the cold snap will keep the distance. That was going to be happening here, and maybe that's why he popped the Eye of the Storm and just farmed the hard camp. They're now going to try and go to the other side, but oh no! They do manage to get the hook, but at the same time it looks like the Pangolier is going to die before he gets off the Rolling Thunder. Palos does die off of that hook pick from Pure.
Soul Repeal and all of the AoE control Fnatic has. It's going to be
They get
hard.
the deny on the tower, but the TP is still coming through from Stormstormer. He'll burst collect onto Jabs. Managed to get the Tornado into the Rolling Thunder. They burned him out all of his mana. They should be able to burst him down and be able to pick up the Nyx Assassin Entity. A full 5-man rotation that does net them 2 kills.
You think Vessel would be pretty nice in a game where you're versus Undying Heals and Alec. Maybe he just felt like the start was way too slow for it to pay off. Gearing up for the late game with more damage.
Catching the Nyx Assassin. He did get out the Spike Carapace. It'll stall things a little bit, but he is still dead. Now Palos, he dropped the wards. He's going to stun himself. This is kind of awkward now. They're going to follow it up some more. Well, he's going to drop the Tombstone, but maybe this bait is actually good for them. Jabs is in prime position to chase down some heroes. Fishman goes for the TP out. No stuns available. Let's see if he took enough damage. Die in the fountain. He does still die.
Again, Blink, Pango, Witchblade, Invoker. This is an investment that Entity wishes they
So
got
the
something
heroes
more.
showed up bottom lane. They make the move into mid. And that is going to pay some serious dividends. Not only are they going to get this kill on a Fishman, oh, top lane, Palos, he gets dismembered into the Sunstrike, didn't do too much damage, and the hook actually got blocked out by the creeps, so very awkward, certainly going to be lacking in the damage now. In fact, if Fnatic are cutting up, that's why you could see Palos thinking, oh, maybe I can go back in, because big bad Jabs is here in town. Oh, he's got a BKB, and he's gunning for it. This man is absolutely insane. The hook! It got him right through the creeps. What a hit from Pure.
Thought he TP'd out maybe, or I mean, what is this play?
Yeah, maybe at best they could catch Jabs here. Jabs, does he have his BKB back up? He does. So he's actually going to latch on to Stormstormer. The nice hook from Pure saves him, pulls him out of danger. And look at Jabs. He's just walking into them. Now the rest of the team is coming in from the side, but Jabs is already dead. Here comes Palos. He throws out his stun. They chain it onto the Tiny. Looks like he's going to be the first one down. Pure's going to fight this out. He's got his Aghanim Scepter, but Janwell doesn't give a damn. In fact, he's amplifying the damage that's now coming out from the Bad Rider. The Flesh Heap is dodging a lot of his damage, though, and he managed to hit the hook. He's pulled back in. Armel has to recommit to be able to finish off this Pure tanky Pudge, but it finally does go down. Now they turn over to Toby, who looks at Palos, does manage to hit the shield crash, not quite enough damage, but maybe Fishman can finish him off. The Sun strikes off the mark, and Toby dies, and now Fishman overextended in an attempt to run down Palos, but will pay the price.
The Janwell Undying buyback somehow actually working out and bailing out this Alchemist. It's a very easy fight for Fnatic. That said, DJ TPing bottom.
Okay, Armel gets the grab on a Stormstormer, but the save, maybe Toby might just be able to bail him out, but no. The BKB from Armel ensures the kill. And DJ, well, he's going to leave his support behind. Bye-bye, DJ. You're going to be left in the clutches of Entity, who aren't even going to go for it. They're scared because they don't know that Roshan's going on right now. They think there could be mass TPs coming in.
This is super efficient for Fnatic. They're getting the best kill on the map in this Midas Invoker, losing that cooldown while Al just basically solos Roche with the help of Undying. The fight displacement is Entity's best tool back in this game.
You are dead.
That plus probably some buybacks around their tower. That's what they're hoping for.
DJ finds the opening. It's going to be on to the Pure Punch, so he's pretty tanky. Already down to half health, though. Palos going to start going to the work. Where's the Fishman save? It's denied. Stormstormer, they get in front of him, but Armel is going to make sure he doesn't get it up. Pure actually does get bailed out ever so barely. He gets the TB completed. Thanks to the BKB. Does manage to hit the impale onto Stormstormer's Invoker. Pull him back in with the Razor, laying in the damage. They easily clean up Entity. I mean, without the Pure Punch, what damage is there, really?
He lives, but at what price? High ground tomb on the back end as well. No hope
toss
of
back. Really nicely played, Jabs.
Yep.
Welcome back to deep inside the enemy base, my friend. You've been here a few times. You're welcome back anytime, says Entity.
Fnatic getting a little too greedy after that team fight when again, Pudge, he's still full HP
now
here.
The Avalanche, now another toss back, now another potential hook to be able to finish off this Undying. He dies easily. Hook attempted, but Armel does manage to sidestep that one. Palos is back in. Just casually 3 shots to the Oracle. Goes for a finish onto Kenta. Oh, and he gets it too. Double for Palos.
You got to dismember this Alchemist. They're going to try and burst them with the Sunstrikes. That's your best route at this point.
His hook does manage to get the dismember, but the unstable concoction stops him. They do have the Lotus Orb out on this Pudge, but a bash is actually coming through. Fear's going to be saved out. Oh, look at him just go to town on a Fishman, and they're still going to pull back this Pudge to his demise as Jabs starts going to work while the Alchemist, well, he can keep everybody zoned back. He does get tossed back into the tier 3s, taking a lot of damage. Pure does eventually die here. Finally goes down. The Tombstone's going to be laid out right in front of Entity's base, too. So there will be no response anywhere from Entity.
A sloppy fight.
Starts swarming through from Fnatic. Pure showing himself. DJ immediately goes for it. Spike carapace into the impale stun, waiting out the Lotus Orb before you throw out the unstable concoction. Does manage to get out the bash. Meanwhile, back lines, they stop the Oracle and prevent him from getting off a good ultimate. They get the full hook back. Stormstormer finish out Janwell. Undying will claim the head of Entity, and that is it. GG is called Fnatic. They got absolutely stomped in front of the home crowd in game 1, but they have the spirit, they have the resilience. Napalm stacks on the creeps that I thought he would have been able to secure the CS just fine, but no, apparently the Legion Commander just too strong. I mean, when you're able to use that passive appropriately to be able to like put pressure into, oh man, 3 HP or something like that. Instead it's going to be First Blood going over to Kandaomi. But Palos right after that stable concoction's used, they're just going to go for it. Now, again, fighting into the tombstone, so Entity a little bit careful about that one. Jab's taking a lot of damage. Toby, can he finish him off with this swipe? It wasn't quite enough. A second one might do it. It does. Secures the kill. If he gets another big duel win, this could be the start of a snowball that
He wants
could
the bat.
rapidly turn into an avalanche. May just have to content himself with an undying, and he will. See if he gets the duel win or not. It's close, but Pure ensures it.
Winner, winner.
Gonna try and catch him. Armel is gonna go for the flame break into lasso. Oh, he doesn't have flame break. He's just gonna have to go for the lasso. And Fishman maybe too far away.
No Oracle.
He doesn't have his ultimate, so yeah, he runs all that distance. But for what, Fishman? You could have never saved him in the first place. You didn't have the ability to do so.
He's gonna get run down. Overextension here from Stormer for sure.
Oh, this could be dangerous for Fnatic. They're gonna be able to catch Jabs first.
He's the tankiest hero.
But they really don't want to go for him, apparently. And he spots him with the Plasma Field. Disaster for Entity as now Stormer, no longer having his blink, is going to be caught by, oh no! Toby rolls through, does manage to get the kill on Jabs, but it's a 1-for-1 trade-off so far. Januel is going to be able to catch up the Fishman, start slowing him down. Armel wants to be able to collect on this kill, but doesn't want to overextend. Good thing too, Pure, he's got a
Nice
double
impale.
damage. Nice two-man stun, the flame break. Pure's actually taken a lot here. He still has the enrage though. And there's not a huge amount of nuking threat.
Either keep up the farm rate or try and pressure the Roshan. Basher Rush is just... This is a chat build.
Oh, they get the lasso immediately after. They actually went for the duel, so no cleanse out on the Ursa.
He
The
just
Ursa will
manned it
turn
up.
around and finish off Armel, but he's going to take a lot of damage. The Enrage shrugs off most of it. Now they've got the magic immunity out onto him as well. Fishman may end up falling for Jabs, but Jabs will turn and die. Januel is not going to be able to make it out either. Entity, what a turn from them. Three-man stun from DJ. Did that just save Fnatic's 5? No, a blink in from Toby and Pure will finish the job.
Alchemist not ready to come to this
Oh,
sort
look
of
at
engagement.
DJ. He sees a free victim of a vendetta.
Still has Carapace and
Is he
Impale.
gonna get out though? Turns around, Impale misses that one. Toby's gonna roll up. Nice shield crash over the high ground, catches DJ. And look at that, a nice little stack available as well.
Still more dual damage for this Legion, who did take that damage talent. Up to 50 now.
Grabbing the Skywrath Mage. It's the small, simple pickoffs. That's what Fnatic got to
Little
focus on
haste
here.
rune too.
Yeah, a little haste rune action. This Jab's gonna run into
Pure
him.
on
Oh
the
yeah,
high
he
ground.
is. Pure was just sitting on the high ground, and the Basher goes to work. Bye-bye, Jabs. 530 gold for that kill too. Way out of Entity's position.
I mean, if you pull this Ursa into a tombstone, sure he respawns. You're still happy though.
Start off with the Rolling Thunder immediately with the
Good
chain
chop.
stomp. They're going to finish off the Alchemist nice and quick and clean, or maybe not. The Chemical Range. Pure finishes them off in the end. They do manage to get that one. The Oracle died at the same time, and Pure's going to lose his Aegis, but not before he does a ton of damage to Jabs.
He's
nice
winning the
flame
duel.
break backwards, and it looks like Jabs. He's going to win the duel. Ursa's going to come back surrounded by 4 heroes. What are you going to do with the Basher, son?
Bashy, absolutely nobody. Tombstone doing a mad amount of work there, and Armel still has haste rune.
Opera.
his lasso.
Oh, and even better than a high five. It's a lasso.
Basically a team wipe for Entity, losing 5 because Ursa dies twice there. Aggressive build not paying off in that instance. 1 or 2 more fights here could be disaster
No,
for
he's
Entity.
here, but so does DJ. He knows Katomi's there.
Easy stun.
Catches him with a blink impale, a pickoff that'll let Fnatic take back the Radiant jungle now.
You really can. Meanwhile, DJ
Back
finding the
inside the
opening.
game, they jumped onto Jabs. They managed to get the duel out onto him. The Razor's pretty tanky though, with the Soul Rift coming out as well. Jabs doesn't go down so easy. They do manage to get a bash out,
He's
but
still
he's still
alive.
alive through all of it. It looks like between the disarms, the lassos, they can't finish the job. Pure has been pulled off, cold off,
They're
and now
just
they're going to be able
gonna
to
run
chase
him
him down. As Pure, no enrage, no save. They're going to use the unstable concoction right on top of him. They immediately cleanse
The
that. Pure
evasion.
turns around, does a little bit of damage where he can, but Armel slows him down. Flame break backwards, and he ticks on out. Katomi going to be chased down as well. Fnatic, a massive victory, a 1-for-4 exchange.
Playing versus Bat, he's playing versus Nyx. Needs to be able to hit people in the limited duration he can before halberds come out.
He's going to show himself because he's got the BKB. It's actually a decent idea to let Fnatic try and initiate on him because there's so many responses. But look what's happening at the top lane.
Yeah, why
Oh,
initiate
no.
when you can just take their base?
Look at DJ. He's trying to cut him off.
He's scouting them all. He might get a crazy initiation here.
He's breaking all the smokes right now. They try and get the initiation, but they
He got the
fail.
Carapace.
He gets the spike carapace, the turnaround, and now, oh no, the Razor Jats gets off the BKB. Stormstormer is taking too much damage, turns around. What is he gonna do? Not gonna duel, that's for sure.
buyback.
Here, they're gonna be able to get the Chain Stun out of the Razor. Jats are gonna fall. They're gonna turn out of Palos now.
Pure
Can
still
he
has
get the
ult.
bashes to be able to stay on top? Pure, he's not sure what to do here. They're gonna go back in with
Is
the duel.
that
They're
the
gonna go for
target
the
to
Undying.
duel?
Oh, what a stun from DJ! A 3-man stun, setting it up. The Undying falls, but Palos is still in fighting shape. They do manage to get the pullback lasso onto this Oracle, but all of Entity, they're limping away. Little HP, but they still survive.
back in.
And now Pure's back in. He smells the blood in the water. With the Alchemist coming back, see what they can do to him. He doesn't have a BKB, he doesn't have a way to stop all this kiting. He turns around, does manage to get a bash. Another stun from DJ! What a save for the false promise though! Pure is still alive. Pure, he has to fight his way out of this one, but there's no chance in hell. The false
blink.
promise is gonna wear out, he's just dead. The damage does its trick. The stun, another one goes out.
Another blink
Hatomi's
stun.
trying to run back into the tier 3s, but DJ, ever the hunter, ever the killer, slaying Entity one by one.
Somebody just got a rampage through impales in that fight. Add him up 5, 6, 7. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen a Nyx stun so many heroes consecutively. The dream fight for Fnatic. They're abusing Aegis to the maximum. Pure just has too much HP to fight through, even with this Legion buyback.
The itemization from Fnatic with the disarms, the Abyssal on Palos, making Pure's life miserable.
They're gonna need a chain stun up here for the Eula Scepter. Oh, that puts the Ursa out of commission, straight up into an impale stun, so they don't get a whole lot of damage during this Rolling Thunder.
Wants to duel
Stormstormer
the
chases
Alf,
out,
but
but all of a
he's
sudden, oh no, they're turned around. They do have the false promise, but Jazz is draining him of all his damage, and he's gonna turn it back onto Pure.
Pure lasso.
Oh no, he's being dragged away. He wanted to be able to kill the Razor. Turns on to DJ. That pesky Nyx assassin will finally die, but a buyback. He's gonna be back in the fight soon. Toby trying to run away from Jazz. Will manage to swatch
the TP
himself
out.
out, but the Pure TP out. He does it again. This is a TP god. He gets out just in the nick of time.
Absolutely devastating to try and go on. He has Elven Tunic, he has
Oh,
Radiance.
nice response,
What a
DJ.
therapist.
Instantly. Uplink Skyrace into an impale, into Palos with the
gone.
Abyssal Bane. Bye-bye, Toby. He does have a buyback. And they've got all their abilities except for the false promise. Still needs a little bit of time there.
DJ feeling the crowd behind him right now. Is hitting every single stun for this team.
They're going to fight
Here's
the
the
opening
duel.
jabs. They go for it, but the Soul Rip is
It's a
not going
lot
to be
of
enough
burst.
heals. They need a little bit more damage. The dual win isn't quite there. Jabs, he's actually going to be walking away from this. Stormstormer goes down. Pure, he managed to get the kill on the Undying, but he's got to walk away from the static link. They do manage to get the Rolling Thunder. Chain setting up this Razor. But you can see Jabs, oh man, he just doesn't give a
Tombstone's
damn. He's
out.
sticking around through all of this one. Palos, they're going to ignore him for now. Go back
Another
to the Razor. The
impale.
force tap straight into the hand clutches up here. The Eula Scepter wasn't in time. Toby swashbuckle up in a second. Denied by the Abyssal Blade. They managed to turn around,
Yes, open
unstable
one.
concoction, lasso into the chain
Not
stun
gonna
on the Pure.
matter.
That is it. Fnatic. They got crushed in game 1, but running back. Game 2, same draft. Game 3.